You're watching City Channel 4, your window to our community.
And welcome to the 13th Annual City of Iowa City Human Rights Commission Youth Awards Ceremony. My name is Kim Hanrahan, and I am Vice Chairperson for the Human Rights Commission. Tonight we will recognize over 40 area youth who have volunteered their time and skills to make this world a better place. The current commission members are myself, Shams Ghonaim, Adil Adams, Andrea Cohen, Joe Coulter, Paul Reddish, Orville Townsend Sr., and Eliza Jane Willis. On behalf of the entire commission, I would like to say congratulations to all the recipients here tonight. We would also like to acknowledge the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, guardians, friends, and school staff here tonight to show their support. The City of Iowa City established the Human Rights Commission in August of 1963 to address issues of inequality that were occurring in this community. Today, the Human Rights Commission strives to do the same work advancing human rights and fighting discrimination. The Commission holds monthly meetings and works with community groups, organizations, and the City Council to ensure that the rights of each member of this community are ever present and protected. In 2003, the Human Rights Commission started the Youth Human Rights Awards to recognize and honor the annual contributions of youth in this community to human rights. The purpose is to encourage youth to do acts of goodwill and encourage humanitarian efforts regardless of age. This evening, we are very pleased by the quality and sincerity of the work of each of the recipients. I have the pleasure of introducing the Mayor of Iowa City, James Throgmorton, who will deliver brief remarks to the honorees. Mayor James Throgmorton is in his second term of office for the city. He has a BA from the University of Notre Dame, a MS in Community Development from the University of Louisville, and a PhD in Urban and Regional Planning from UCLA. Mayor Throgmorton is a retired University of Iowa emeritus professor and enjoys spending time with his family, wife Barbara, and 2 children, Zoe and Patrick. He participates in and contributes to a fairly large number of local, public interest, and not-for-profit organizations. Please help me to welcome Mayor Throgmorton.
Good evening. Thank you, Kim. It's a great pleasure to be here with you tonight. It's the first time I've had an opportunity to speak on this stage, so if I act nervous, you'll understand why. But there's a Throgmorton seat up there. I'm very proud of that, back when we were doing the fundraising for the Englert. So sometime look around the back of the chair up there, and you might see this long name. It's a real treat. It's especially pleasing to join Shams, Andrea, Orville, Adil, Joe, and you in celebrating the great work that young people in Iowa City have been doing, especially since most of these folks are really good friends. It's really a treat to be up here with you. I've been told that most or all of you are receiving, not you, the audience, but the people who are receiving awards, are receiving awards tonight that you're students at West, City, and Regina High Schools. So how many of you attend City High? Good deal. My daughter Zoe attends City, and my sons Patrick and Paul both graduated from City, meaning no disrespect to West or Regina, but it's a treat. And Zoe's going to be graduating in, a week, 2 weeks, whatever the period is. So I understand that tonight's award winners have done much to deserve praise. Some of you have traveled to Chicago during the holiday season to provide food and gift for persons of moderate means. You have raised money for childhood cancer research and have held fundraisers to assist people who are unable to afford care. You have built homes, collected food and clothes, and volunteered at numerous agencies. And some of you made and sent stuffed animals to children in an orphanage in Zambia, and much more, I gather. These and other actions you have taken reflect the variety of ways in which young people can contribute to creating a better community and a better world. And your good work reveals why such contributions can truly matter. These contributions don't simply help others, they also create good habits, work experiences, and transferable skills. They don't simply build character, promote leadership skills, and enable one to become a role model for other youth. They also enliven one's heart and soul. They don't simply demonstrate that actions can have a positive impact, they promote social justice that weaves its way throughout the world. They don't simply teach the power of advocacy, but also reveals the importance of teamwork. I hope and think you get the point. Individual action, especially when performed with others as part of a larger community, can make a huge difference for oneself and for the larger communities of which one is a part. So I want to praise all of you who will be receiving awards tonight. We adults who used to be young, I'll count myself among them, have much to learn from you. So congratulations to all of you. Now on with the awards.
Thank you, Mayor Throgmorton. My name is Andrea Cohen, and I have the distinct honor and pleasure to introduce all the recipients. Our first recipients of the evening are Jenna Shank, Joe Keating, and Jillian Karofsky. These Regina High School students provided 16 families in Iowa City area with meals and gifts for Christmas. The students met with the families prior to Christmas to get each member's wants and needs. They then asked the Regina student body to provide the gifts. These students were instrumental in collecting and distributing the items to families. Please, let's give a big round of applause to these students. Our next recipient is Elizabeth DePringer. Earlier this year, Elizabeth organized a mini dance marathon to raise money and awareness for the fight against childhood cancer. Over $10,000 was raised by the event and donated to the University of Iowa Pediatric Cancer Research Center. Great job. The next recipients are students at West High, Anushka Divakar, Kushi Kapoor, and Ethan Seiler. This group organized and held a music and arts festival benefit to raise money for Miles of Smiles, which offers cleft lip and palate surgical repair to people in Guatemala. The benefit also included collaboration with City High students. To date, $13,000 has been raised by the West City Partnership. Please let's give a warm round of applause for these students. Ethan gets to stay on stage. To join him are Casey and Kelsey Baller, Kenna Short, and Callie Danes, along with co-presidents Avery Kaut and Abby Moore. These members and others, all of West High's 1440 Interact, have used their time and energy to prepare meals at the Ronald McDonald House, raised funds for Habitat for Humanity, worked with children at the Children's Museum, and provide monthly support for a child in Guatemala, which is funded by a special fundraiser each year. This is really marvelous work. Thank you. The following City High student, Ava Otowadesi. For her bat mitzvah, Ava made stuffed elephants for youth less fortunate than her. Ava received donations from businesses for the materials. She and her community created 100 elephants from scratch. She then delivered 30 to the University Hospital for the children that were hospitalized and packed 65 up and shipped them UPS to Zambia to be handed out to children in an orphanage. In addition to all of this, Ava currently volunteers at the University of Iowa Hospital and Johnson County Food Pantry. Let's give a warm round of applause to Ava. Our next recipients are the sisters Hiba and Nada Ibrahim. They are part of a student organization called Psyched, which is an organization committed to supporting underrepresented students in all grades at West High. One of the activities and events it hosts and coordinates is the annual Winter Clothing Drive. Each year, before and after Thanksgiving, 500 pounds of clothing, blankets, shoes, etc., are collected and donated to Shelter House, United Action for Youth, and the Domestic Violence Intervention Program. They also host an annual diversity dinner to welcome new families to the West High community. Thank you for your efforts. I'm going to call Kira Stoll, Chad Johnson, Gavin George, and Hogan Frost. On April 23rd of this year, these students organized teams of high school students to assemble meals for persons who do not have enough money to purchase food. The Holy Trinity Church of North Liberty hosted the hunger event, partnering with Meals from the Heartland out of West Des Moines. By noon on this day, 40,176 meals have been packaged by area volunteers. This is an extraordinary amount to raise in light of the fact that the North Liberty Food Pantry last year was the primary food source for 40% of its clients. Let's give them a warm recognition. The next group of young, but certainly very active young people are Lucia Wagner, Eugenia Chen, and Caitlin Moorhammer. This group led the formation of a very special group called Iowa City Community Involvement. They connect high school students from area city high schools, West, City, and Regina, to participate in long-term volunteering projects, as well as to contribute to various nonprofit organizations in the area. To date, the group has collected over 50 jars of peanut butter for the Crisis Center, started a drive at the Shelter House to collect feminine products to help women in the shelter, volunteered at the University of Iowa's Powwow, and are planning a walk-run to benefit the animal shelter. Great job. following City High student, Bihotsa James Learthegi, I did it wrong, right? Sorry. You always try to get the name right. It's really polite, but you know, it happens. Bihotsa created the Welcome Program. This program assists non-English speaking parents to learn English, basic communication skills, and how to become more involved in their child's education. At weekly meetings held at City High, Welcome works so that every non-English speaking parent is partnered up with a fluent English speaker who privately tutors them on necessary skills and everyday communication. Bihotsa is quoted as saying, "I think it is important to give these parents a chance to be involved in their children's lives and become more confident." Let's give Bihotsa a much-deserved round of applause. So, how do I pronounce your last name? Yeah. Learthegi. Okay, I'm going to get it right now. Our final recipients of the evening is a very large group, so we're going to bring them up in two separate groups. The Welcome Program is staffed by the following City High students, other than Bihotsa, and I'm going to leave it there. Lucia Wagner, I just don't want to make a mistake. Daniel Kelly, Jack Bacon, Sam Bloom, Tony Morphew. These students give up time every Sunday to teach, help, and assist parents who are immigrants learn English and help them understand the American education system so that they may better support their children in school. Respect and a sense of purpose and reward through service within the Iowa City community. Thank you. The second group includes Derek Esbeck, Matthew Dodge, Max Otuadesi, Alma Jalali Gomez, and Ethan Nelson Moore. By volunteering every Sunday, this terrific group of recipients have also learned more about the immigrant experience, understood what their needs are, and learn about where they come from. In paired conversations, the student teachers come to understand that these immigrants come from and with very different backgrounds. Some have never learned to read or write, while others have earned degrees in various fields. All of these students have discovered meaningful friendship through collaboration in purposeful and impactful work. Let's give them a round of applause. As Eleanor Roosevelt said in 1957, where, after all, do human rights begin? And it begins with people like these students who give their time and their energy and really make a difference in their own community and probably in their own lives as well. So her words from 1957 are certainly being lived out today, and I think this group is a good example of what we're going to see more in the future. Before I close, I would like to bring forth not a recipient, but a person who over the last 8 years has volunteered her time to assist the Commission in putting this program together. Mrs. Billy Townsend has consistently shown up like clockwork to help us in seating recipients, guiding families, and alerting us to any staff matters that needed to be addressed. Tonight, I would like to invite her on stage and thank her on behalf of the entire commission. She's coming. All right, let's clap one more time. Billy, did you want to say something?
No? Okay. All I can say is this was not on the program.
I'm now going to hand the baton over to Orville Townsend Sr., who will give the closing remarks.
Good evening, and congratulations to the recipients and your families who have encouraged you and assisted you. In being here tonight to receive these awards, you become very unique because you're in a very low percentage. By that I mean when we look around the country today and what our youth do, you could be a couch potato watching TV, you could be playing video games, all those things that really make you feel like you want to be happy. But instead of that, you chose to serve. You chose to get out in your community, look around. As you saw things happening around you that you had concern about, you didn't just look at it and turn the other way. You decided to get involved and do something about it. We are very proud of you, and we want to share something with you. You are our future. We applaud you, we support you, we love you, and keep on keeping on. Also, remember that we have pictures on the stage and refreshments in the lobby. Thank you.
You're watching City Channel 4. On TV, online, on demand, on Facebook, and now on the go on your mobile device.